friends of the channel, and welcome back to Bill's Man Cave. I have some good news. Today, we're going to talk about the Dakota and provide you with an update on the project. Good news is, I got it running. Bad news is, it doesn't run anymore. I did manage to get this thing running incrementally. Took me a little bit of troubleshooting to get through the wiring details. At first the throttle body wasn't kicking in. The coil packs weren't engaging. There were some issues with the way that I had originally wired it, and I've learned a lot of lessons as I've worked through this O3 harness. When I finally got it to turn over, and then eventually got all of the other systems online by hooking in the grounds for the ASD relay properly, which I'll get to later, I was able to get this thing to turn over and then fire up right away. Ran beautifully, immediately died. Did this again, fired up, died. Shut the vehicle off, try again, same thing. I could turn this thing over twice, get it to fire, it would run consistently, then die. The only thing that resolved it was key off, try that again. So throughout all of this, I killed my battery. Left it to charge overnight, hooked everything back up, absolutely nothing. For shits, I decided I'm going to try this 2005 computer that I had pulled from a U-pull yard. I figured there's enough differences with the transmission. It might not even work, but figured, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. It looks like most of the pins are in the same place and my O3 harness might just work. It actually did. Fired right up. Same situation. I did this 6 times, and I actually got my wife in here as a witness. Wish I was rolling at the time, but I don't really have any footage. All I have is the recording from HP Tuners. I did a data log before I started that, so I can replay that later, but probably not in this video because I'm getting ready for Mopar Fest. And on that note, sadly, this thing won't be making it to Mopar Fest this year, and that's because of this stalling issue. But it's even worse now, and I have the same situation with both computers where I can't even actually get the starter to fire. And it's not an issue with the starter because I can bypass the starter, turns over fine. When I turn this thing on, everything engages the way it's supposed to. The fuel pump, throttle body, my throttle, like my fly-by-wire pedal, all of that stuff works. At this point, I'm convinced that I have done the harness correctly. Mind you, it's a bit messy. But what I think is happening now is the SKIM feature is biting me in the ass. Now, I uploaded a video a short time ago talking about how I got HP Tuners specifically to do the SKIM removal. I don't want to say delete because you can't really remove it from the computer, but what you can do is remove the association with the security key, send the computer into learning mode, and then it never actually finds the new key, and it will just continue to start without an issue. You write a config from HP Tuners to the computer. Then after the write, you have a second option for the SKIM removal. I don't have that. It never comes up. I've tried write complete, I've tried the regular write, I've done this 3 times over, and I'm probably going to try again for a few times, but I had no issues writing to this 2005 computer. And I can even disable the 2 features, but the 2 SKIM features, which I'll have to show you later. I just don't have time to get that ready today, but there's a slight chance that SKIM isn't really my problem, but I just don't know. And HP doesn't really tell you. It doesn't throw any codes. I'm just thinking what happened was it was activated. Somehow it survived. being powered off while I charge the battery. I don't know. I'll see if I can find an unlocked computer or maybe some other method of removing SKIM. The dealership really wasn't any help, and it wasn't even that they said they couldn't do it. It's just the guy I talked to was fucking useless. So that's customer service for you. I haven't had much luck there. So I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to let you know. There is an upside to this, at least for you as the viewers. I am going to take the 2003 harness out, and I am going to rebuild a harness based on the 2005. It'll be much cleaner. There won't be the separate TCM, and that'll be applicable for any of these Hemi builds. I want to say 04 to 08. Might even be similar to the later NGC models, but this might help you with your budget Hemi build. I have lovely lossless diagrams that I need to update. I didn't want to show you any of this content simply because I didn't know if it worked up until now. I need to know that this works before I put it out there and I waste your time. So I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that the content I'm providing you is quality and it's something that's actually going to work. So you may not find yourself as frustrated as I am right now. And hopefully that makes your life a little easier and we can get more Hemis out there on the road. Well, if you think you have something that I could try, or maybe an alternative for the SKIM removal, please, by all means, I encourage you to put a comment down below and try to help me out here. Otherwise, I'm going to keep picking away as best I can, and I'll upload more content as soon as I have an update on this build. But for now, it runs sweet. We just need to sort out this computer bullshit. Stay with me. Thanks for watching.